Just about ready to start this one. Tripen will defend the goal to our right. They're in the black with the white trim. And Nova Scotia, the Northern Subway Selects, are in the white with the blue and orange trim. And the story of this game, when they drop the puck, it'll be an all-female crew officiating this game, 2 referees and 2 linesmen. Jordan Piercy at center ice for the Newfoundland and Labrador squad. And it's, I do believe, trying to pick up the number center. I think it's going to be Jenna Beaton at center ice. Now, as for the games themselves, it goes like this: 3 20-minute periods. If they're tied, after 3 periods, they play a 5-minute overtime. If they're still tied, they go to a 5-shooter shootout. Here we go. Get this one underway. Game number 1. It's a round robin for the next 3 days. And we're underway, and from the face-off, controlled by Nova Scotia. Pass ahead on the right wing. Crossing the blue line, Brooke Williams. She goes into the corner, tries to center it, ends up behind the goal. Forechecking 2 Nova Scotia players. It's the referee. Comes free. Steered, well, hit the back of the net as the Tripen was trying to steer it around the goal. Comes back to the point. Steered into the corner by LeBlanc. Around the goal, Tripen. Flip it out of the zone and into Nova Scotia territory. No icing, says the linesman. LeBlanc passing ahead. Both teams making some changes as we're nearing the first minute of this opening period. Shot in by LeBlanc. Around the goal. Picking it up for Newfoundland and Labrador on the right wing. Trying to get it out was Newman. And it's shot right back in by Nova Scotia as they're doing a job of forechecking here in the early going. Steered around the goal. Newman gets to the blue line, but not out. Steered around the net. Nova Scotia controlling. Comes free, goes in front, the slot area, stick handling, shot, blocker save by Brooklyn Drover. And Nova Scotia decides to change him up, and the puck goes to the blue line, and out comes Nova Scotia again, putting on the pressure. Side of the goal, centered, but intercepted. And out comes Tripen. On the left wing, a cross-ice pass shot in to the Nova Scotia zone behind the goal. Steered around, back to the point, the shot, blocker save, and play is called. As Georgia Burrows coming up with the save there. 2:16 gone in this first period, no score. And both teams with early opportunities. Reese Murray winning the faceoff for Nova Scotia. Steered around the goal. On the right wing, lead pass broken up. Can't clear the zone on the first try or the second try or the third try. And Tripen forechecking here. Possession Nova Scotia. They'll steer it around the goal as now Newfoundland and Labrador putting on the pressure. At center, shot in by Kate Morrow. Round the goal. Nova Scotia and Tripen both making changes as Piercy tips the puck into the Nova Scotia zone. Here comes Nova Scotia. Lead pass at center. Broken up nicely there by Edmonds. And here comes Tripen. It's flipped around the goal. Trying to pick up the winger, Piercy, but it's broken up. Lead pass intercepted nicely. Here comes Tripen with a shot. Stick save. Steered into the corner. And out comes Nova Scotia, 3-on-2 on the right wing. Pass over in front, broken up. And away, lead pass. Not out of the zone. Steered towards goal, that's intercepted. Off a skate. Cleared ahead to McLean. Haley Rose McLean stick handling her way across the blue line, going wide on the left. Towards goal, stopped. Again, shot, that's through the slot area. Passed ahead, into the corner, steered towards goal, and behind the net, Tripen. Lead pass, Newman broke it up, intercepted, shot back in. Both teams changing as McLean shot that puck into the Tripen zone. She'll chase after it. Behind the goal, trying to center it. She does. Here's the shot, right? That's blocked in front. Shoveled to the blue line and out. Shot back in by Ross. Newman flipping it in. Ross for Nova Scotia being forechecked. Passes over to Jean. Broken up. Here comes Nova Scotia, though, on the right wing at center. Shot in. On the boards, back to the point. In the slot, shot right on. Saved there by Brooklyn Drover. Back to the point again. Wrist shot. Blocked in front. Again at the point. Play is called. We're going to get a penalty. Interference is the call. And so Newfoundland and Labrador is going to go on the power play at 5:08. Getting the gate for interference is Murray, Reese Murray. She'll get the gate. First power play of the game. And it goes to Newfoundland and Labrador. And from the face-off in the Nova Scotia zone, the puck is shot down the ice, chasing after it. Tripen getting possession on this power play. Lead pass to Piercy. She'll cross the blue line on the right side. Shot, pad save. Ends up behind the goal. Tripen controlling, back to the point. Trying to wheel away from the forward checker. Piercy again. Passing back to the point. Jefford. Two Nova Scotia penalty killers trying to do their job. Comes out, pass over for Piercy. She couldn't get a stick on it. And Nova Scotia will bring it out shorthanded with 1:10 left in their penalty. Shot in by Doiron. Here comes Nova Scotia shorthanded. Steered towards goal, but it's intercepted. And away goes Tripen. Cross ice pass at center ice for Piercy. She'll shoot the puck in, stopped behind the net by the goaltender Burrows. Passed along the boards, comes back to the point. Broken up and shot down the ice. 34 seconds left in the power play for Newfoundland and Labrador. Pass through the middle, intercepted at center ice, offside, and play is called. 6 minutes and 42 seconds gone in this first period. No score. Newfoundland and Labrador on the power play with 26 seconds left. Haley Glenn winning the faceoff for Nova Scotia. Steered around the goal. Tripen forechecking here on the power play, trying to get possession, but it's broken up. And out comes Nova Scotia on the left wing, crossing the blue line. Shot that hits at the side of the goal, and the penalty has expired. Nova Scotia back at full strength. And Nova Scotia is going to make some changes after the penalty has expired. Pass intercepted, intercepted again, and cleared to an open wing. Here comes Nova Scotia across the blue line on the right wing. Pad save made there. Flipped ahead, but it's intercepted. Here's the chance. Blocker save. It's loose in front. Where is it? It's behind the goal. Comes back to the point. Broken up. And gets the center. Nova Scotia once again getting possession. And shooting it in. And heading to the bench on another change. Piercy passing over to Hillier. Passing ahead to Pitts. Pitts again. Shoots it. Heads to the bench on a line change. Goaltender Georgia Burrows leaving it for her defenseman. And then here come defensewoman, I should say. And here come, oh, that's intercepted. Here, shot in again by Nova Scotia. Flipped ahead, broken up. Controlling Nova Scotia in the corner, behind the goal, trying to center it. Shot from a sharp angle. Back to the point. Wrist shot, right on. Rebound steered into the corner. Nova Scotia controlling the play. The shot high. That was going for the top corner. Another shot, right on. Another shot. That hit the post and smothered, and play is called. 9:15 gone in this first period. No score between Nova Scotia and Newfoundland and Labrador. Face off to the right of the Newfoundland and Labrador goal. And from the face-off. Controlled by Nova Scotia. It's behind the net. Lead pass. Broken up. Here come Tripen. Shooting it in. Still behind the net. It's centered. But Nova Scotia will clear the zone.
That's not for you. This is for down there, but whenever you want to put them out there.
Steered around the Newfoundland and Labrador goal. Out to center ice. Comes back to the point, to the center ice area, and here comes Nova Scotia on the right wing, going in. Shot, stick save, ends up behind the goal. And Tripen trying to get it out. Diligent forechecking by Nova Scotia here. As they keep the pressure on, and out comes Tripen on the right wing, crossing the blue line. Pitts, sharp angle, stick save. Rebound picked up by Murray. Lead pass for McDonald. She'll cross the blue line, stops, has a look, trying to get it into the slot area, but Tripen clear the zone. Both teams changing on the fly. Just over 9 minutes to go in the scoreless first period. Pad save, steered to one side by Brooklyn Drover. Piercy trying to get that puck out of the zone for Tripen. She succeeds. But here comes, well, that's broken up at center ice. So Nova Scotia have to retreat inside their own blue line. Lead pass tipped ahead, broken up. Controlled by Tripen. Pitts battling along the boards. Nova Scotia winning the battle. Boyd, she ends up behind the goal. And here comes Newfoundland and Labrador on the left wing. That is icing. She didn't pass center ice, and play is called. We have played 11 minutes and 45 seconds of this first period. No score. Just the one mark on the score sheet, and that was a penalty to Nova Scotia's Murray at 5:08. He went off for interference from the face-off. Controlled by Nova Scotia, back towards the blue line. Backhands it into the corner. Shot from a sharp angle by McLean. That was wide. And an opportunity for Newfoundland and Labrador, broken up at center ice. Here comes Nova Scotia again, behind the goal, center shot, they score! Haley Rose McLean at 12:16 has given Nova Scotia a 1-0 lead as she was set up by Ailey Glenn. We'll see if there's another assist on that goal. McLean from Glenn at 12:16, 1-0 Nova Scotia. And here they come again. McLean, the goal scorer, steered towards goal, cleared into the corner. Nice move there by Brooklyn Jefford. And Tripen will chase after it into the Nova Scotia zone. Shot is wide. Behind the goal, into the corner, into the slot. Oh, just couldn't get the shot away as two defenders for Nova Scotia covered up. And they'll break out at center ice, shooting it in. Kate Morrow round the goal. Opportunity, banking it off the boards there was Myra McDonald. Back to the point. But it eludes the defender. Well, they're going to call that icing. Ooh. Okay. Well, icing is the call. The defender at the blue line missed it completely, didn't touch it. And so the face-off will be to the right of the Newfoundland and Labrador goal. No, they're going to change it. Yeah, that was not icing. So the face-off will be at center ice. After a consultation. So from the face-off, goes all the way back to the goaltender, and she is going to smother and generate a face-off in the Newfoundland and Labrador zone. 13 minutes, 32 seconds gone in this first period, 1-0 Nova Scotia. From the face-off, Williams winning it. McIntyre passing. Gets a return pass from Doyon. Shot is wide. Centered, shot, scores! Kendall Gueron scoring for Nova Scotia at 13:54. And it's 2-0 as she let that snapshot go in the slot area and expands Nova Scotia's lead. Pick up the assist for you in just a moment. But here comes Nova Scotia again. On the right wing, shot is wide, round the goal. Picked up. Steered towards the net. And out. Here comes Newfoundland and Labrador at center ice. McIntyre and Williams will get the assist on that goal. Nova Scotia diligently forechecking here and enjoy a 2-0 lead. Ackerman shooting the puck into the corner and chasing after it. Ties up the defender. Passed ahead, broken up. Steered behind the net again for Ackerman, trying to center it. Player had enough of that stick on the ice, steered it to one side. Here comes Nova Scotia 2-on-2. Trying to break through the middle, crisscrossing. Centers, hits the side of the goal, Ely Glenn. Away goes Newfoundland and Labrador at center ice. Everybody going for a skate here. Behind the net. And now it's Nova Scotia's turn. On the right wing. Shot, stick save, rebound. Nova Scotia picking it up in the corner. Opportunity there. Morrow passing back to the point to Boyle. Morrow tipping it through the slot area. Ends up in the other corner. Comes back to the point to Fit. Passing into the corner. Intercepted in the slot area. Passing ahead, steered. Ooh. There, that's a penalty. And she knows it, and she's going off. The referee's discussing, is it more than just 2 minutes? Check to the head at 16-13, and going off is Ella Fit. Second power play for Newfoundland and Labrador. They're 0 for 1. And we got 4 minutes on the board against Fit. Nova Scotia with possession, shorthanded, banked off the boards. And they'll break out. No, overskated it. Pass over. They cross the blue line, hanging on. Shot right on. Newfoundland and Labrador being hemmed in while being short by enjoying a power play, and Nova Scotia doing a diligent job here of killing off the penalty as nearly a minute has gone in the 4-minute double minor. Here comes Tripen on the right wing. Shot broken up in the slot area. And away swings Nova Scotia. McIntyre, we got a penalty. Hooking is the call. And that's the end of the power play for now, as we're going to play 4-on-4, and going off at 17:31 is Ackerman for Newfoundland and Labrador. So Nova Scotia, barring any other penalties, will have a brief 42-second power play. So on this 4-on-4 situation, puck inside the Nova Scotia blue line. They're leading 2-0. Passing over for Ross. She drops it back to Beaton, looking for player in front. Piercy, head laid pass, shot in by Brooke Taylor. Here comes Nova Scotia. 1:40 to go in the period. And both teams a lady short. I'll get it straight. I'll get it right. Comes back to the point. In the corner. Stops, turns, back to the point. They're doing a good job here, just tying it up. Both teams still 4 aside and skaters. Cross ice pass. Picked up again by Nova Scotia. Less than a minute to go in the period. Pass broken up. Comes out to center. That's broken up, and it goes back inside the Nova Scotia blue line. Boyle, lead pass. Going wide on the left wing, McLean. She has one of the goals, passing over to Glenn. Hanging on, and the penalty has expired for Newfoundland and Labrador. They're back on the power play with 32 seconds left. Shot right on, and hanging on is Brooklyn Drover and play is called. So I had that befuddled there when there were 4-on-4, saying Nova Scotia would have a brief power play, but I'm wrong. It's Newfoundland and Labrador that has the brief power play. They're third. As time winding down here at the end of this first period. Broken up. Passed ahead, and that's going to do it. The period is over. And the score, after 20 minutes of play, the Northern Subway Selects of Nova Scotia 2 and Tripen Ice of Newfoundland and Labrador nothing. Let's recap that first period for you. Nova Scotia got on the board 12-16. McLean from Glen. Then at 13:54, Nova Scotia Doyon from McIntyre and Williams. Penalties in that period at 5:08, Nova Scotia. Murray 2 minutes for interference. 16:13, Nova Scotia fit 4 minutes checking to the head, and 17:31, Newfoundland and Labrador Ackerman 2 minutes for hooking. Power plays in that period, Newfoundland and Labrador 0 for 2. Nova Scotia is yet to have a power play. Newfoundland and Labrador is on their third power play. 12 seconds left in that power play at the start of the second period. So your score once again, after 20 minutes of play, the Northern Subway Selects of Nova Scotia 2, the Tripen Ice of Newfoundland and Labrador nothing. We'll be back with our second period in a few moments. Back at the Civic Center in Corner Brook, getting ready for our second period. 2-0 is the score. Nova Scotia leading on goals by McLean and Doyon. Nova Scotia is in the white. Newfoundland and Labrador in the black. Shots on goal in that period. Nova Scotia shooting Newfoundland and Labrador 17-4. So Nova Scotia starts the period short-handed for 12 seconds as sitting in the penalty box will be Ackerman. She went off for hooking at 17:31. Now, I got to give a shout out or I'm in trouble. Big time trouble. The coach of Tripen wants to say a special hello to his daughter, Cassie Drover. She can't make it to this game. She'll be out later in the weekend. But Dad's thinking of you, and he asked me to make sure with a shout out to you, and he knows you're watching the game. All right, here we go for our second period. And we're underway. Piercy winning the face-off for Newfoundland and Labrador. Shot right on goal. Big rebound in front. And it's gobbled up by Nova Scotia, and they clear the zone. And Chloe Pitts having the opportunity there, and she's trying to forecheck on this power play that has just ended. And Newfoundland and Labrador now 0 for 3 on the power play. Steered to the slot area, smothered by the goaltender, Brooklyn Grover, and play is called. 31 seconds gone in this second period. This is one of 3 games on AO Live. Our next game will be between New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. And from the faceoff, controlled by Nova Scotia, passed behind the net, goes around the goal, intercepted, broken up, and Newfoundland and Labrador will cross the blue line on the left wing, ends up behind the net. Controlling Newfoundland and Labrador, passing around the goal. Nova Scotia coming up with possession. Can't clear the zone. Shot from the point. That's deflected wide. Shot passed ahead on the left wing. Nova Scotia breaking out. McLean. She's got one of the 2 goals for Nova Scotia. The shot is blocked. She's going to head to the bench on a line change. As 5 more fresh troops are out there for Nova Scotia. And it's shot in, and Tripen now will start changing up. Puck behind the net. Nova Scotia. Ross bringing it out. Pass over. Shoveled to one side by the goaltender. It's loose in front. Ends up behind the net. And it's passed ahead. 1-on-1. Going wide. Dober. Checked off the puck. And for Nova Scotia, Ross, she's being harassed by some forechecking by Tripen. A shot around the goal for Morrow. At center. Dober. Broken up. Here comes Piercy. Passing over. Shot, that's off a leg. Tripen putting on the pressure here. Comes back to the point, but it's tipped out by Nova Scotia. Shot in by Edmonds behind the goal. It's in front. Opportunity, just couldn't get control, and out comes Nova Scotia on the right wing. Doyon. She's checked. The winger around the goal. Blocker save. Doyle. Back to the point. Shot right on. Hanging on is Brooklyn Grover. 3:25 gone in the second period. 2-0. Nova Scotia leading. They are the defending champions. Northern Subway Selects. Shot around the goal. Kept in at the point by Fit. Picked up behind the net. Centered. They jam that in. And keeping it out is Brooklyn Grover. And both teams decide to change them up. I want to mention some of the sponsors of this Atlantic Canada tournament. They include Access Scaffolding, City of Corner Brook, and Coleman's. Nice move into the slot area, and they score! A little redirection, and Nova Scotia is now in front 3-0 at 3:57. Sioux gets credit for the goal here because it was steered towards the net and it was redirected over the goaltender. And wait for the announcement on who got the goal. Here comes Nova Scotia again. Shot right on pad save. Out comes Newfoundland and Labrador crossing the blue line. Lead pass tipped into the Nova Scotia zone. Ends up behind the goal. So Myra McDonald gets the goal from McIntyre and McLean. Puck in the Nova Scotia zone. That time of the goal was 3:57. Once again, McDonald from McIntyre and McLean. My gosh, if that isn't Nova Scotia names, I don't know what is. Puck behind the Newfoundland and Labrador goal. Piercy, lead pass for Pitts. On the right wing, long shot. Steered to one side by the Nova Scotia goaltender, Georgia Burrows. Steered around the goal. And Nova Scotia trying to move it out on the right wing. They'll come out at center ice and shoot it in and head to the bench on a line change. Newfoundland and Labrador at center. Shot in. Picked up behind the Nova Scotia net. Passing on the right wing. Goes back inside. The Newfoundland and Labrador blue line pass did not connect. That is going to be icing against Newfoundland and Labrador. So to recap that goal once again, Myra McDonald from Lexi McIntyre and Haley Rose McLean at 3:57. Face-off will be to the left of the Newfoundland and Labrador goal. 6:13 gone in the second period. 3-0 Nova Scotia. And from the face-off, comes back to the point. Cross-ice pass through a lot of sticks, ends up in the corner. Front of the goal, shot, that's blocked in front. Another opportunity here, it's center, steered towards goal, stopped by the goaltender, Grover. Back to the point, wrist shot, and hanging on is Brooklyn Grover. So we played 6:45 of this second period. Nova Scotia led 2-0 after one period of play, and now they've scored one goal here in this second period. Jenna Beaton taking the face-off for Nova Scotia against Olivia King of Newfoundland and Labrador. From the face-off, puck at the hash marks, comes back towards the point as McIntyre keeps it in the zone. Opportunity here, shot right on as Glenn, she had the opportunity. Backhands into the slot area. Puck is loose. Steered back into the corner. Bolt passing around. Crane with it, Chelsea Crane. Stand on her attempt to clear the zone. And going towards goal, a shot that hit the side of the goal was McLean. She's got a goal and an assist this afternoon. McLean again, chasing after it, centered it. Steered to one side by the goaltender. And here comes Newfoundland and Labrador towards goal. Checked at the last moment. That was Olivia King. And here comes Nova Scotia. Lead pass broken up nicely at center ice by Jefford, Brooklyn Jefford. It's offside, Newfoundland and Labrador, and play is called. That's what the bench was yelling, out, 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 like get out of the zone. That's what they were yelling, and the face-off will be at the blue line of Newfoundland and Labrador. 8:09 gone, second period, 3-0 Nova Scotia. And from the face-off, banked off the boards to center ice, backhanded along the boards. Puck bouncing around into the slot area, shot off a stick, goes wide. Passing along the boards was Taylor Wareham, and a lead pass could be a 2-on-1 in front, but just couldn't connect, but a good job defending there. Well, not a good job defending because there's going to be a penalty. And getting back was Rianne Jean. So we've got a penalty against Newfoundland and Labrador. Taylor, she'll get the gate at 8:44. And this will be the first power play of the afternoon for Nova Scotia. Taking the face-off for Nova Scotia will be Brooke Williams. And for Newfoundland and Labrador will be Brooklyn Jeffrey. And the lead passes, just a chance, short-handed. It's pitch going in, shot, blocker save there by Georgia Burrows. Here comes Nova Scotia on the left wing, short with the power play. Body checking is the call against Taylor. There is no body checking allowed. In this slot area, they jam at it, but the goaltender stands her ground. Brooklyn Drover. 1:21 left in the Newfoundland and Labrador penalty to Taylor. They scored, actually. Oh, gee. So, I missed that one. I thought the referee was... Nobody cheered. That was the point. Nobody cheered for Nova Scotia. And it's 4-0. Wow. 9:29, time of the goal. Nova Scotia on the power play. And they're up 4-0. We'll wait and see who they credit it to. So, like, nobody cheered. So they're going to give the goal to the last one who shoveled the puck in. And the assist went to Williams and McLean. Four nothing, Nova Scotia leading. Lacey Boyd gets credit with the goal. So that goal once again, Boyd from Williams and McLean on the power play at 9:29. 4-0 Nova Scotia. And Nova Scotia continues to press. Shot down the ice by Newfoundland and Labrador. That is icing. And play is called. Good move there by Newfoundland and Labrador. When in doubt, shoot it out. Because your next play is 50-50. Face off to the right of the Newfoundland and Labrador goal. So the two goals for Nova Scotia, McDonald from McIntyre and McLean at 3:57 and at 9:29. Boyd from Williams and McLean on the power play. Nova Scotia with control once again, going in on the left wing. Ends up in the corner. Four players. And coming away with the puck was Beth Edmonds. Can't clear the zone. Now it comes out. And controlling it, Lexi McIntyre. Shooting it in. Ends up in the corner. Back to the point. Again kept in by Lily LeBlanc. Off the boards. Again, Nova Scotia controlling. Shot in the slot. That was going for the top corner. It's the end glass. Back to the left point. Passing into the corner. That stopped. Again, Nova Scotia pressing here with the forecheck. Shot. That's gloved down and smothered and play is called. So we played 12 minutes and 34 seconds of this second period. 4-0 for Nova Scotia. Among the tournament sponsors of this event, Atlantic Edge Credit Union, CIBC Wood Gundy, Holiday Inn Deer Lake, Government of Newfoundland and Labrador, and Ritchie Brothers. From the face-off. Nova Scotia steering it towards the slot area, goes off a leg, into the corner. McLean centers it off the stick of the goaltender, and it's cleared out. Side their own blue line, Nova Scotia being pressed. It's kicked free. However, it ends up in the corner around the goal. Battle there, quarters are close, and Nova Scotia come away on the right wing. Going towards goal was Ely Glenn, but she was stopped. Now it's Jenna Beaton flipping it around the goal. Nova Scotia's changing, and Newfoundland and Labrador being pressed on the forecheck. They are just being hemmed in right now by the diligent forechecking of Nova Scotia. That comes free. Steered behind the net. Now steered around the goal. On the right wing, in the corner. Steered in front, comes back to the point. Pass on the right wing. Shot off a stick, off the glass. And Nova Scotia just keeps on with the forecheck. Steered towards goal, but it goes through the slot area. And out comes Newfoundland and Labrador. Taylor. She's checked. Here comes Nova Scotia on the left wing. Steering towards goal, but checked was Boyle. Carly Boyle. Cross ice pass. Picked up by Brooklyn Jefford. Tries to center it for Piercy, but it's broken up. And away swings Nova Scotia. Kendall Doyon passing ahead to Brooke Williams. Doyon, sharp angle shot. She has it again. Back to the point to Lexi McIntyre. Doyon hits a stick, bounces into the slot area, ends up behind the goal. Taylor Wareham being harassed on the forecheck. And this has been the story of the game. Nova Scotia's forechecking, shot right on, shoulder save. Out comes Newfoundland and Labrador at center ice. It is Chloe Pitts, and she's upended, and a penalty is coming up to Nova Scotia. Power play for Newfoundland and Labrador at 15:37. 4 minutes. Checking to the head, I do believe. And getting the gate will be Lily LeBlanc. And Newfoundland and Labrador on power play number 4. They're 0 for 3. They have a 4-minute advantage here. Try and break this goose egg on the scoreboard. Here. Well, that pass intercepted by McLean. Short-handed going towards goal. Pass. Oh, they missed. Opportunity there for Jenna Beaton, and she missed short-handed. So, McLean trying to do the job here. Penalty killing for Nova Scotia. And here comes Newfoundland and Labrador on the left wing. A pass in front, steered towards goal, but wide. Opportunity there for Brooke Taylor. Controlling in front, shot, that goes wide. Penalty coming up again to Nova Scotia. A tripping call this time, so Nova Scotia is going to be 2 players short. And at 16:48, going off for tripping is Rianne Jean. Two-player advantage for Newfoundland and Labrador. And here they go, controlling it. A pass over. Into the corner. Back to the point to Edmonds. Cross ice. Edmonds again. Passing over. Cross ice pass. That's blocked. Not out. Kept in. Shot towards goal. Goes wide. Again being controlled by Newfoundland and Labrador. Edmonds passing into the corner. Shot. That's blocked. Again controlled by Newfoundland and Labrador. Off the boards. Over for the winger on the right side. Cycling. Pass behind the net. As Nova Scotia just tying it up there. Again, back to the point. They're controlling it, but can't get the opportunity to shoot. Pass over. 30 seconds left in one penalty, 118 left in the second penalty. Shot right on, and it's shot down the ice by Nova Scotia. 1:32 left in the second period. Lead pass at center ice. Pitts. Passing back. Cross ice pass. Crossing the left wing. Again, a cross ice pass to Pitts. Shot. That's right on, and hanging on is Georgia Burroughs. So, Newfoundland and Labrador, as it stands right now, they're 0 for 4 on the power play. They're on power play number 5. 49 seconds left in the penalty to Jean, and 1:12 left in the period. From the face-off. Comes out, and here comes Nova Scotia. Crossing center ice is beaten on the right wing. The shot right on, steered to one side by the goaltender. Ends up behind the Newfoundland and Labrador goal. As we've got less than a minute to go in this second period. At center, crossing the blue line. Jefford passing around, looking for Dober. Out comes Nova Scotia, shorthanded on the right wing is Doyon. She's behind the net, tried to bank it in off the goalie, and being sharp there was Brooklyn Drover. And Nova Scotia is back at full strength. Newfoundland and Labrador now 0 for 5 on the power play. 20.4 seconds left in this period. Reminder, our next game, New Brunswick and PEI. From the face-off, behind the net. Steered ahead. That's off a skate, and away swings Nova Scotia. Glenn, she'll go towards goal, but checked. And that's it. The period is over. And the score after 40 minutes of play. The Northern Subway Selects of Nova Scotia 4. Tripen Ice of Newfoundland and Labrador, nothing. Let's recap that second period for you. Nova Scotia led 2-0. And then they made it 3-0 at 3:57. McDonald from McIntyre and McLean. And at 9:29 on the power play, Boyd from Williams and McLean. Penalties in that period, 8:44, Newfoundland and Labrador. Taylor going off for body checking. 15:37, Nova Scotia LeBlanc, 4 minutes checking to the head, and 16:48, Nova Scotia Jean, 2 minutes for tripping. Power plays after 2 periods, Nova Scotia 1 for 1, and Newfoundland and Labrador 0 for 5. Score after 2 periods, it is Nova Scotia 4, Newfoundland and Labrador nothing, and we'll be back with our third period in a few moments. Third period just getting underway here at the Civic Center in Corner Brook. Nova Scotia leading Newfoundland and Labrador by a score of 4-0. They led 2-0 after one, 4-0 after two. Brace of goals in the first period and in the second period. Goes all the way down the ice, no icing. And again, Nova Scotia shot right on. I'm saying Nova Scotia has been doing a great job of forechecking here this afternoon. Keeping Newfoundland and Labrador hemmed in. Shot in by Nova Scotia defender Lily LeBlanc. Team Nova Scotia changing. Any moment now, Tripen will try and do the same thing as it's cleared out by Piercy. So Nova Scotia's Ailey Glenn stick handling her way into the slot area. But she's checked off the puck, and Newfoundland and Labrador break out 3-on-2. Crossing the blue line. Shot right on, stick save. Puck along the boards. Dober with it, trying to come out in front. Centers it. Comes back to the point. Shot hits a leg. Centered! Oh, the opportunity is denied as Nova Scotia defends well, and they break out on the left wing. McLean with a goal and 2 assists this afternoon. Checked off the puck, heads to the bench on a line change. Likewise, Tripen is changing as well, as we've yet to have a stoppage in this third period as we've passed it. There we go. Puck goes into the bench and play is called. There you go, the broadcaster's jinx. 2:07 gone by, third period. 4-0 Nova Scotia. Just a reminder, some of the sponsors of this championship: Shannon Signs, Steers, The Trophy Shop, Christopher's Trucking Limited, the Corner Brook Royals, and DAS. Here comes Nova Scotia. Shot, stick save to one side by the goaltender, Brooklyn Drover, who's been busy this afternoon. Tied up along the boards. 4 players there in that scrum. Steered around the goal. Nova Scotia, Murray passing over. It's in the slot area. Comes back to the blue line. Fitt keeps the puck in the zone. However, Nova Scotia will break out on the left wing. Crossing center ice, shooting it in is play is called, and we've got a penalty. And getting the gate for Nova Scotia for interference is Ella Fitt. At 3 minutes even, power play Newfoundland and Labrador. Fitt, interference. Fifth power play of the afternoon for Newfoundland and Labrador. They're 0 for 4. Can't clear the zone, kept in at the point by Edmonds. Pass off a leg, goes around the goal. Piercy, she's being harassed. Nova Scotia comes up with it. They're going to break out 2-on-1, short-handed, breaking in on the right wing and losing possession, getting it back. A shot is blocked. That was Doiron with the opportunity, short-handed for Nova Scotia. Brooke Williams, the other penalty killer up front, tried to slide it around, but comes off the board. She gets possession. Shot, that's stopped. Rebound, picked up. Lead pass on the left wing. Here comes Piercy. Long shot, sticked into the corner by Georgia Burrows. And shot down the ice by Nova Scotia. 52 seconds left in the Newfoundland and Labrador power play. Here comes Tripen at center ice, crossing the blue line on the right side and shooting it in was Brooklyn Jefford. Steered behind the goal and around and down the ice by Nova Scotia. Just about do it for the power play. 18 seconds left as we're approaching 5 minutes of this third period, and Nova Scotia leading 4-0. Lead pass was broken up. And here comes Nova Scotia on the left wing as they're at full strength now. Nice move there. Another good move, but taken off the puck as Brooke Taylor tried a couple of attempts there for Newfoundland and Labrador. Nova Scotia on the left wing, Carly Boyle shooting it in. Nova Scotia changing. Picked up by McLean, a goal and 2 assists for Haley Rose McLean. Shot that's blocked. It's cleared out. Shot right back in. Steered around the goal. McLean going after it. She bumped off the puck. And Newfoundland and Labrador will try and bring it out on the left wing. That's center ice. Crossing the blue line. Pitts with it. Kept it in the zone. Shot. That's a blocker save there by Burrows. They battle for it along the boards. Long pass at center ice. Picked up by McLean. She'll hang on. And checked off the puck. She'll shoot it in and head to the bench on a line change. Banked off the boards and ahead to center ice. But again, Nova Scotia just shooting it in and bottling up Newfoundland and Labrador. Pitts backhands it, but not out. Nice little bank off the boards there. Centered through the slot area. Shot right on. Drove her the save. They battle. The quarters are close, and it comes up the center ice and shot in to the Nova Scotia zone. As Tripen changes the troops, and it's shot out the center. Off the boards, trying to get it ahead. Ackerman, can she pick it up? No. Now she does. Now she's checked. Shot in. Edmonds chasing after it. Side of the goal shot. That hit the side of the net. Back to the point. And a bit too strong and goes all the way down the ice. There's no icing. And it's Beth Edmonds. Found her goal, being forechecked there. Shot around, trying to get it. Ahead and out and off the boards is Dober. But Nova Scotia with possession and crossing offside. Ross bringing it in, and play is called. 8 minutes and 18 seconds gone in this third period. 4-0, Nova Scotia leading. And among some of the sponsors of this Atlantic Canada Championship are the Deer Lake Airport Authority, E.L. Bugden, the Kinsman Club of Corner Brook, Kona Photography, Mon Grenpole, Murphy Brothers, and the Stephenville Lightning Senior Hockey Club. Shot in to Newfoundland and Labrador territory, and then Nova Scotia employs the blanket coverage that has been a problem for Newfoundland and Labrador this afternoon, and that is going to be icing, and play is called. Just a reminder, our next game is at 4 o'clock Newfoundland time, 3:30 Atlantic, 2:30 Eastern. 1:30 Central, 12:30 Mountain, and 11:30 Pacific, as it will feature New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. From the face-off to the right of goal, controlled by Nova Scotia, as trying to move in Ailey Glenn. She's checked off the puck. Pushed along the boards on the left wing. Comes back to the point off a skate and out to center ice. Here comes Nova Scotia on the left wing this time. Centered in front, shot right on again. Drover denies Nova Scotia a fifth goal. But they still have possession inside Newfoundland Labrador territory. Oh, a nice glove save by Brooklyn Drover on a nice shot there by Haley Rose McLean. She scored on something similar back in the first period. 9:39 gone in this third period, 4-0, Nova Scotia leading. And from the faceoff, Nova Scotia controlling along the boards. Coming free in the scrum, centers. It's still loose in the slot area, but not out of the zone. Here comes Nova Scotia again. Shot that's wide. Ends up behind the goal. Passed along the boards. Steered to the slot area. But Tripen, Newfoundland and Labrador, will get it out. Inside her own blue line, Lexi McIntyre. She stopped at center. And shot in by Kate Morrow. As Tripen will try and move it out on the right side with less than 10 minutes to go now in this third period. Knocked down there by Chelsea Crane. Ends up in the corner. Four battling for it. Coming away with it. Centered, broken up, but not out. Nova Scotia putting on the pressure. Steered around the goal. Pitch trying to get the pass. She does. And shoots it down the ice. And will that be icing? No icing, says the linesperson. Battle for it. Comes free, but it's Nova Scotia getting possession. Ends up behind the net, though. And here they come. 1-on-3 because they're changing. And what a save there by Drover. Nice move made by Nova Scotia player. And here comes Tripen with a shot. That's blocked in front. That Nova Scotia player with a nifty move was Little LeBlanc. Here comes Nova Scotia on the right wing. Pass, cross-ice pass. Intercepted by Brooke Taylor. And it's cleared out. Ackerman passing back. Cross-ice pass, Shefford trying to swing away. Wareham backhands it in, but it's shot out as McLean checked off the puck, comes out to center, shot back in, that's offside, and play is called. So 7:22 left in this third period. I want to remind you, some of the friends of the tournament are Cornerbrook Industrial Tech Services, Glenn Hobbs of the Investors Group, Madison's Enterprises, and Oat Company. Oh, Nova Scotia leading 4-0. They scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Yet to score here in the third. Tripen trying to break the goose egg. Puck ends up behind the Nova Scotia goal. Morrow shooting it around. Try the left side now. The pass through the middle to Reese Murray. She'll cross the blue line. Murray on the right side. Going towards goal. Sweeps it around. Shot and scores. So getting the loose puck was Myra McDonald from Murray. It's 5-0 Nova Scotia. That goal coming at 13:20. So for McDonald, her second of the afternoon. Here comes Nova Scotia again. Dwyer, shot right on, smothered, and play is called. McDonald from Murray at 13:20. 5-0. Nova Scotia leading. Face off to the left of the Tripen goal. And from the face off. Controlled. Steered wide. Off a stick. Another opportunity here. Puck comes free. Back to the point. Quarters are close. Jean keeps the puck in the offensive zone. Pass over, going towards goal, and scores! Kendall Dwyer scoring at 14:06. It's 6-0 Nova Scotia. From Rianne Jean. And for Dwyer, her second of the afternoon. Here comes Newfoundland and Labrador across the blue line, but it's intercepted. And here comes Reese Murray. Oh, check that. That's Ailey Glenn. And play is called. Mentioning again some of the sponsors of this tournament. Once again, friends of the tournament include Subway, TD Bank, Tim Hortons, Kona, the College of the North Atlantic, Jungle Gyms, and Western Lock. Controlled by Newfoundland and Labrador's Beth Edmonds. Pass ahead, another pass, broken up. And here comes, trying to use her size to the advantage. Another opportunity, but that stopped, and Drover denies Nova Scotia not once but twice. Ailey Glenn, the way she plays, using her size to her advantage. Here comes Tripen, and pass in front, that goes deflected, and a sharp save there by Georgia Burrows to keep that goose egg on the scoreboard. This is one of 3 games AO Live is carrying. Our next game, as I said, is New Brunswick and PEI, and then later on tonight, the same squad from Nova Scotia will take on the host, Western Warriors. Puck in the corner. Steered around the goal and back to the blue line, but not out. A shot that's blocked, comes out to center ice. Bit of a collision there at center. No harm, no foul, I guess, in the referee's mind, and play continues. The pass at center ice looking for Megan Newman. That's broken up. And Brooke Williams passing over to Kate Morrow. Morrow in the corner. She's being tied up along the boards. Steered around the goal. And it's out to center ice. As both teams changing here with 3:44 to go. Lead pass at center. Here comes Nova Scotia. Centered, but it goes through the slot area. You may be wondering to yourself, I'll try to explain here, why is Nova Scotia keeping the pedal to the metal? Goal differential. This is a short tournament, and every goal matters. You just can't take your pedal off the metal. And then if you do, and then find out at the end of the day, come Saturday, you're out by a goal when you should have had one. That's why. As Nova Scotia continues to press, shot from a sharp angle. That's stopped there. As Carly Boyle with the opportunity, another shot long, one off a body into the corner. That went off Bolt, the defender. Here comes Tripen. They'll shoot it into Nova Scotia territory. Is that icing? Yes, is the lineswoman, and play is called. See one of the teams doing some warm-ups before the next game. Face-off will be to the left. Check that, the right of the Newfoundland and Labrador goal. Coming towards the slot area, shot right on. That was an opportunity there from Ailey Glenn. McLean looking for McIntyre, and it's cleared out. Newfoundland and Labrador changing on the fly. Nova Scotia making some changes as well. Just over 2 minutes to go. Lead pass for McLean, inside her goal, inside her blue line, I should say. Steers around the goal. Lead pass, center ice. Crossing the blue line, Reese Murray going wide on the right wing. Tied up along, being watched. Now she's tied up along the boards. As four players scrumming for that puck, comes free. McLean with it, with that shot. That's blocked in front and smothered by Drover, and play is called. I gotta say that Haley Rose McLean, she has a dandy snapshot. There would be guys jealous of her, no doubt. So, 94 seconds left. Here we go from the face-off. Steered around the goal. Ends up behind the net, coming off the goaltender Drover as they're trying to bank one in off her. Long shot, blocker save. That shot was by Lily LeBlanc. Banked off the boards and out. Here comes Tripen on the right wing. Backhanded around the goal. Cleared out. Again, here comes Nova Scotia. Going towards goal. Shot right on by Brooke Williams, and play is called. I'm going to say the referee lost sight of the mask. Mask issue, equipment issue with the goaltender. So, strap issue with goaltender Brooklyn Drover. Helping her out there. Clara Fillier with 54.6 seconds to go in this third period. And from the face-off, up along the boards, chop at it, and steer it into the corner. Broken up, comes back towards the point, shot is blocked. Chasing down on the left wing for Newfoundland and Labrador was Brooklyn Jefford. Nova Scotia will come away. That's a nice interception there by Pitts. She's going towards goal with a shot. That's wide of the mark. Kept in the zone by Hillier. Comes back to Piercy. Shot, that's wide. I think I went off the trapper a bit, maybe. And that is going to be it. The game is over. And Nova Scotia has defeated Newfoundland and Labrador by a score of 6-0. So they get the 3 points, and Newfoundland and Labrador at 0. Let's recap that third period for you. It was 4-0 Nova Scotia. They made it, after 2 periods, they made it 5-0 at 13:20. McDonald's from Murray, and then 6-0 at 14:06. Dwell from Jean. 1 penalty in that period. Nova Scotia fit 2 minutes for interference. Newfoundland and Labrador 0 for 5 on the power play. And Nova Scotia 1 for 1. Player of the Game Awards after the handshake. All right, so we have our Player of the Game Awards coming up. One from each team. I'm going to see in my mind if I'm right. I'm not going to tell you. I'll just say who it is, I think, for each team. Brooklyn Grover, yep, no doubt about it. Player of the game for Newfoundland and Labrador. He faced a lot of rubber this afternoon. And for Nova Scotia, all right, pictures are taken. Let's see it. Yep, no doubt about that. Haley Rose McLean, she gets Player of the Game for Nova Scotia. Very strong game indeed for her. Looking at the score sheet, she dominated in the first 2 periods by scoring a goal and 2 assists. So those are your Player of the Game awards for you. Final score once again, 6-0 for the Nova Scotia squad, the Northern Subway Selects over Tripen Ice. Our next game is in about an hour's time, featuring New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. On behalf of Evan McHugh, I'm Chris Green, and this has been a presentation of AO Live, McHugh Productions. And we say so long for now. See you game 2 here from the Civic Center in Quarterbrook.